So what types of ways, now that you've got all of your application, supplemental documents in, how can you make yourself stand out as an applicant? Because college admission counselors can read anywhere from, 100 applications a year all the way up to in the thousands of applications. So you, as an applicant, certainly are going to want to make yourself stand out, to be unique, and make sure that it's clear as to why you'll be a good fit into that institution that you are applying to's community. So a couple of different ways that you can do that is by course selection. Course selection is super important when it comes to, setting yourself up to be a successful candidate for admission. Course selection is, everything from taking college preparatory level courses, all 4 years of high school, challenging yourself by taking AP or honors level courses. If you have the ability to do dual enrollment or early college credit, that's a way to, set yourself up as a unique individual. Course selection also is, what type of electives are you taking? Are you taking Spanish 1 through 4, or are you taking just Spanish 1? Those are the types of things that we're looking for. Another thing that's really important when you're building your schedule and looking at your course selection is how many courses are you taking junior and senior year? It can be really tempting to, maybe take a lighter load senior year because you've worked really hard, freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And senior year, you don't have many graduation requirements. And it can be really tempting to take free credit or, study halls, or maybe come into school late or leave school early. But what college admission counselors and admission offices are looking for are students that are challenging themselves all 4 years, not just taking, the easy road, so to speak, senior year, but really challenging themselves. If you're not taking many credits academically your senior year, definitely think about doing some, internship credit or, work study so that you can gain some job shadows, so you can gain some field experience, because that will certainly look positively when you get ready to apply to schools as well. Another thing that I really have to harp on and I think is really important when you're preparing your application is taking your time with the application process. There's a lot of questions that are on the Common App and a lot of questions on individual school applications. So in some cases, some students like to rush through. Definitely don't rush through. Have a second, have a third set of eyes, look over your application to make sure that there's no spelling or grammar issues in the application itself. Use capital letters. That's super important. I know it seems kind of silly to mention as like it's a no-brainer, but I read applications, at least one a week that a student doesn't use capitalizations in their names and things like that. Definitely prepare your essay. Read your essay over, make sure that it goes along with the prompt that you've selected, and definitely make sure you have a second set of eyes to look it over to make sure that it is well prepared and it's a well polished essay. The college essay, just to kind of talk a little bit more about it, is the one opportunity for a student to really embellish their application, to really, shed some light on a unique circumstance that maybe they've gone through, and maybe give us some insight as to why you are the person that you are. So it certainly is a really important part of your application. And definitely make sure you take your time with it. Other ways to enhance your application would be to certainly visit the colleges that you're hoping to go to. Now, being this year a little bit unique in that COVID-19 pandemic has definitely restricted campus tours at many different colleges and universities. Attending virtual events are super important. College and admission offices track demonstrated interest, and demonstrated interest is anytime you interact with us as admission folks, we can track that, and we definitely look at that and consider that when a student is, applying to us. If they've visited before or they've attended a couple of virtual accepted student day programs or virtual open house programs, we consider all of those things. So definitely make sure you express interest and show demonstrated interest. And then I also mentioned that some schools are going to require you to submit a portfolio or audition for a particular program. That is something that you're going to want to certainly take your time with, and that's a great way to show off who you are as an individual. So definitely take your time with the portfolio and the auditions, and have fun with these documents that are going to embellish your application and make you stand out. We have fun as admission counselors reviewing these types of things, so definitely have fun when you're getting ready to submit them.